Before you proceed to watch this live trading video, please understand that you will have to watch first 3 videos in order to understand the strategy that you're about to see. So please go to my channel here on YouTube and click on the playlists, and now click on Forex Scalping Strategies. Now, once you click on it, you will have here many videos that you have got to watch first, including these 2 right here, the Magic of Trendlines Part 1 and Part 2, and don't forget to follow it later with the Magic of Fibonacci Scalping Strategies. Watching these videos is highly important to understand the strategy that I'm offering here on my channel for free. And mainly, of course, you will have to watch this one right here, because this is the main core of the strategy. These other 3 videos right here will help you to improve this strategy right here. So please watch them first in order to understand what I'm doing right here, and you can also apply it later. Hello everyone. So unfortunately, as we can see, the gold signal from last Saturday has entirely failed, and the gold yesterday was really in a strong bullish momentum. Now, of course, these things are expected in this crazy market. I mean, the gold also was really tricky. Looking at the weekly candle, I am sure if I would have sent here a buy signal, only few would have followed it, because the price action here is really promising for the sell. I'm sure so many traders, including myself, we thought that the gold will continue the fall to retest the broken level of the resistance at 3166, but that didn't happen. Well, it's a crazy time, but I would like to say something that actually, in the end of the day, no one can predict the market perfectly, even me, not any other trader out there. Every analyst gets it wrong sometimes. It's just part of the game, unfortunately. And if anybody wants to judge me about one signal, it's completely up to them. They are free to do it. And the YouTube is full of other analysts. They can actually just go there and watch their analysis if they wish to. However, right now, actually, I feel like scalping is the safest haven for gold. It's really giving a lot of pips. It's actually in high volatility. Therefore, I would recommend to scalp the gold nowadays, guys. And that is exactly what I'm about to do in this video. So I just need to set my lot size to be only 0.20, because when you are scalping gold, you cannot really go higher than that, in my opinion. It's gonna be risky. You can go if you want to 1 lot, but of course if you have a bigger capital than mine. And by the way, sometimes I receive criticism about the amount I'm using. Guys, I'm not that rich. I don't live in a mansion. I don't actually driving a Bugatti or the latest cars. I'm just driving a used car, 2015 model, Ford Edge. And also I'm just a simple guy who lives in an apartment and just making a living from scalping Forex. So therefore, I'm not really that mega rich as you think so. So if I am just making a small amount scalping gold, please don't judge me, because this is my capacity. And actually, I tried in the past to go in a bigger account than that. I tried to trade a account of $25,000 in the past, but it was somehow messy. Instantly in one day lost $2,000, and it was really a bad experience, and I lost self-confidence, and therefore I just went back to scalp gold. I mean, my brain is somehow switched, or actually trained, to only scalp aiming around $70 to $100 per trade, and I'm just scalping like 4 or 5 times a day, making a living by that. And of course, I cannot make profits every single day. Sometimes I just really mess up so much and lose money. Therefore, I'm just here being honest with everyone that I'm not perfect and I do mistakes. However, now, how we can scalp gold in the safest way, in my opinion? Well, let's take a look at this. So right now, first of all, we would like to go to the bigger time frame to understand our position in the market. So right now, if we check the Fibonacci retracement, check this out. So right now, let me just make it accurate, like that. So the gold actually has just now reversed from Fibonacci 61.8 and also reversed again as a new support from Fibonacci 50. Now, does it mean that the gold will continue the fall? In my opinion, yes. The gold right now will continue the fall after retesting this level of a resistance at 374. That being said, since we're actually right now on a resistance level, let's now go to the smaller time frame and aim a sell setup. Now here is the 5-minute time frame. Actually, I meant 5 minute, not 15-minute time frame. We go to the 15-minute time frame if we trade Forex pairs. But when we trade in gold, it's actually not really a bad idea to go to the 1-minute time frame or even 5-minute time frame. All right, because the the pair is actually moving in high volatility, and a small movement can give us a lot of pips. Now, how we can trade the gold next? Simply what we will do right now. Now, since we are looking for a sell opportunity, we have to check the resistance trend lines. So what you will do right now is simply draw any resistance trend line from any high to another high. From any lower high to another high. Look at that. For example here, this one. That's it. Done. That's now your template. Now what you can do is use the same line that you have drawn here and just find the next setups. First of all, let me just take you in the past and show you examples if that indeed has worked. Again, remember, we're looking for a sell. Check this out. Right here, for example, in the past, the same level of a resistance trend line has indeed been respected once, twice. Again, keep looking for a sell opportunities using the same line. As you can see exactly, right here we can see the resistance trend line number 1, number 2 has been respected. And last example, if we look carefully right here exactly again, we can notice here, let me just show it to you right here exactly, that the market has indeed respected those levels. After here a fake breakout, we actually could have here placed a sell order. So that means that this line here is valid, and I can actually use it to find the next setups. Again, my friends, I have actually explained all of that in a videos on my channel called the Magic of Trendlines. Please refer to it in order to understand what the heck am I talking about. Alright, so now how we can use the same line here to find the next setup? Simply, and by the way guys, check this out, even here on the 5-minute time frame, the line has been, actually the trend line has indeed been respected. So what you can do right now is simply draw the line like that. Fantastic. Right on the highest level of a resistance trend line. Now if we pay attention, we can notice clearly that the gold indeed respected the same line as a resistance trend line right here, and then a fake breakout happened, and then resistance trend line number 1, number 2, number 3. So what we will do right now is simply waiting for the gold to rise again, and here exactly I'm going to place a sell order, and of course targeting the nearest level of support or a resistance to my entry, which is going to be right here exactly, and the stop loss which is going to be depending on my investment. It depends on how much money I want to invest in this trade, because the amount right now is not really that big. I'm going to invest around $80 only in this trade, targeting at least $130 from this trade as well. So let me know please guys, pause the recording, and I'll be back to you later to show you what will gonna happen once the gold continues to rise again to reach my entry. And as you can see guys, the gold is actually approaching my entry, is getting very close to it, just like 5 pips far away. I think it's gonna be now a good time to place the sell order. Also, if we check the Fibonacci retracement on the 5-minute time frame, we can notice that the gold right now is also approaching Fibonacci 50, which means we are looking hopefully for a good deal. I think it's gonna be the good time to place now the sell order. I don't want to miss this trade, and yes, the server is slow today. I don't know what's happening. First of all, place my stop loss to be around $118. It's fine. It's fine because we are looking actually for big profits. Hopefully, we are looking for almost 200 pips profit with this signal. Oh my god! If I make it, I'm gonna be done for the day, I think. The gold now, guys, is really better for scalping. So as you can see, what I did right now here is simply placing my take profit level to be at the nearest level of a key support to my entry, because I'm here actually have placed my trade right on the second attempt of the resistance trend line. Here we have the first attempt, resistance trend line number 1, and I have opened my trade exactly right on the second attempt of the resistance trend line. So if the gold now will continue the fall, hopefully it's gonna actually continue the fall till it reach the nearest level of a key support, and by that I will be done with the trade. But again guys, another reminder that it's highly recommended to use IC markets for scalping the gold, as I believe it's really the best forex broker in the world, which I'm actually using since 2016, and since ever I didn't have any single problem with this broker. That's why I highly recommend it, and you can also open the account using the link in the description below of this video. So right now we are still making profits so far, thankfully. Small profit of course, but we're looking for the big one. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know please guys, pause the recording, and I'll be back to you later to show you what will gonna happen with this trade. Alright guys, so as you can see, the trade is going so far in $110 of profit. I'm very happy with the small account. Now it's $2,200, almost $2,200, It's really great. $120 and done. We got the money from this trade. That was so easy. That's really easy money. I'm so happy with the trade. And our entry was really a sniper entry. Fantastic. Yes. Wow. We have made $120 in one single trade. Right. That's really good. To be honest with you, I was actually far from my computer. I actually went to the toilet and it was running in like about $60 or $67. And I thought, okay, I will close it in 60 or 70. But then when I came back, it is 120 and I was, what? That's enough. It's too much for me. Usually I actually close my trade with $60 to $80 of profit. Rarely leave it to $100 if I really trust it, because I sometimes don't want to regret. How many times it happened to all of you guys when you open the trade and it's actually going in profit, then all of a sudden it just goes back against our direction and you will end up in loss. So to avoid this scenario, I just close with a decent amount of profit that I'm satisfied with. All right, so now what's gonna happen next with the gold? That's the big question. Now look at that. Now it's reversing back. You see, guys? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know what's happening with the servers today. It's just keep freezing for some reason. I don't know what. Anyway, look at that. The gold is actually reversing back. So really, I have closed my trade in just the perfect time. That's a great example happening right in front of you. So you can see. What's happening? I think I need to stop until the server is calm again. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, guys, let me now please pause the recording and I'll be back to you later to show you once I open the next trade. It has been several hours actually, guys, and I was waiting for the gold to make a clear movement because it actually has been ranging right here for a really long time. Finally, right now we have a clear reading on the gold again. So right now, as you can see, the gold actually has been rejected from the bullish breakout of the resistance at, to be precise, 3384. Now it seems like the gold is actually going to continue the fall for a few more pips. So right now, as you can see here, even on the 1 hour time frame price action, it seems like the gold actually going toward the support right here at 3355. So actually what we are waiting for right now is a better entry to start selling. So now what we can do is simply apply the resistance trend line right here, just like that. And again, remember, I'm actually on the 5-minute time frame. Now what we can do is simply move the same line that we have just drawn here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts, which means it's a strong level. And right now place it right on the next level of a resistance trend line, which is right here, exactly right here at this level of a resistance trend line, which has become already a support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3. And right here we have the bearish breakout from that level, which means we can actually consider to sell the gold right on the same level as a new resistance trend line, which matches up as well with the resistance right here, exactly as we can see at 3378. So a horizontal level of a resistance, a broken level of a horizontal support, and a resistance trend line, which became with the 3 attempts of a support trend line. All of that says that this is gonna be hopefully a good trade, and hopefully we can look to sell the gold exactly right here, targeting of course the nearest level of a key support to this entry at 3369. So until the gold reaches this area, let me now please pause the recording and I'll be back to you once I open the trade. And here we go. I'm going to place now the sell order. Fantastic, opened exactly at my at the current price. Again, at the current price again, because I'm using IC markets, guys. This is really fantastic. So now on the last trade I have made $120. I'm going to invest my profit from the last trade right on this trade as well. And right now we will actually aim the nearest level of a key support right here to our entry, and the stop loss has been placed right here for investment reasons. So again, now let's talk about the resistance trend line until this trade is over, because actually this helped me to reduce the nervousness. So now someone will tell me, but Salah, you draw the resistance trend line like that. What if we don't see that right here and you place it right here? What if we don't see that? That's why, guys, we call it the magic of trend lines. No matter how we draw the lines, it will always point at one area. For example, if you draw the resistance trend line at these levels right here, let me just show it to you. If you draw it right here like that, maybe this is what you will see. Look at that. It's just simply pointing right on the same spot as well. The trade now is not going well. So far $40 of loss. Let's wait, not rush. This is, remember guys, 5-minute time frame. So let's give the candle a space to breathe and to expand. However, what I was saying is that the candles are actually the trend lines are all pointing right on the same level exactly. They all match right here. How else can you see that? I mean, maybe if we draw here the support trend line, exactly, check this out again. If you draw here the support trend line, and assuming that this broken level of a support trend line will become right here a new resistance trend line, it's still pointing right on the same spot as well. That's the whole story of guys of the magic of trend lines. That's why we call it the magic of trend lines. No matter how we draw them, they will always point right on the same spot. Let me try this one. Actually, I'm just assuming it will work. Let me see if I just draw the line like that and then place it right on the next resistance trend line. Check this out. This is fantastic. Right here we have a resistance trend line, which became here a support trend line, and again still pointing right on the same spot as well. Isn't this fantastic? I mean, that's really what we call it the magic of trend lines. It works no matter what you do. It will point at the same area. So you don't have to assume that I have to think like seller. I have to see the market in the way he sees it. No, you don't have to. You just have to understand the magic of trend lines and apply it by yourself. And by the way, thankfully, we have actually some comments saying in the YouTube that they have actually applied this strategy and it's working very well for them. So now we can see that the gold trade is started to go well. Hopefully it will be in profit soon. Let me know, please pause the recording and I'll be back to you later once this trade is over. And as we can see, my friends, the trade is going so well, and I want to close it right here. $72 of profit. Fantastic. Done. We are done with this trade. As you can see, the reason to close it here is actually the market is actually approaching here the nearest level of a support to this entry. So as we can see, I have opened my trade right here, right on the resistance trend line. And where is the nearest support or resistance to this entry? Is this right here. This support right here is the nearest one. It actually might continue falling down, but I don't care because I actually have got out with a good profit. So again, I'm so happy with it. And look at that. The entry was really nice, guys. So far is good. We are doing well so far. It's gonna take a while. Let me know, please, guys. Pause the recording and I'll be back to you. Actually, what matters to me is the account is now finally above $2,200. That was my target. However, let's continue. I will now pause the recording and I'll be back to you later once I find the next trade. I just noticed the video is actually 17 minutes in length. I think this is enough, guys. I don't want the video to be boring. And also, to be honest, I already have made my target. So I have made around $200 so far. And so far, actually, the gold seems to be really annoying because it's going to be in consolidation for a while between this level of a support and a resistance. So let's see what will going to happen. But I have to end the video right now. I promise you, guys, the next video is going to be more fun. I will show you much more setups and how we can enter them, and it will be very educational. Again, the purpose of this video, guys, is totally educational. I'm not here to show off my skills in trading. So therefore, stick to the channel, guys. Stay tuned because we will actually update the gold signal, which has miserably failed. And meanwhile, actually, other signals, I believe, yeah, pound USD failed. USDCAD is going in profit. USDJPY failed. USDCHF is still ranging at the entry. EURUSD ranging at the entry. So I will see what we can do next in the upcoming days. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.